Hey guys, welcome to the latest edition of the Muir Reflection. John from the John Muir Show here. And a story from earlier this week that we did not have a chance to talk about because so much is going on. We're going to talk about it before the week's done, and that would be the latest developments pertaining to former Empire television actor Jussie Smollett. Now, Jussie Smollett, we've learned, is now suing the city of Chicago for what he refers to as malicious prosecution that caused him humiliation and extreme distress. Now, you might remember that this past January, Jussie Smollett reported to Chicago police that he was the victim of a hate crime. And for a couple of weeks, authorities spent a lot of resources investigating Jussie Smollett's claim, including a lot of overtime hours on the police force investigating his claim, only for Smollett after a couple of weeks to go from being deemed a victim to being deemed a suspect. And it was eventually learned that Jussie Smollett faked the entire hate crime just so he could demonize all white people and all Trump supporters in the United States of America. Jussie Smollett, of course, should have been prosecuted for staging a hate crime because it is a criminal offense. But because Jussie Smollett is a known leftist activist who knows the right people, aka people with ties to Kamala Harris and the Obamas, Jussie Smollett got off scot-free. All of the charges were dropped, even though we learned that the prosecutors still believed that Jussie Smollett did, in fact, stage that hate crime. So Jussie Smollett, the guy should be counting his lucky stars that he was not actually convicted for the hate crime he committed. But this guy has the audacity to still go around and still act like a victim. This guy is not a victim of any sort. I mean, for goodness sake, the real victims here are all the white people and all the Trump supporters in this country that Jussie Smollett baselessly demonized as being a bunch of bigots. The other victims here are all of the taxpayers in the city of Chicago who ended up having to foot the bill for all of those overtime hours on the police force investigating Jussie Smollett's fake hate crime. Those are the real victims here, not Jussie Smollett. But sadly, to this day, Jussie Smollett, because he knows the right people, he knows people connected to Kamala Harris and the Obamas, Jussie Smollett has not had to pay one bit for what it is that he had done that was so despicable. Look, Jussie Smollett hasn't even had to apologize for what he's done. Jussie Smollett hasn't even had to admit that he did stage the entire hate crime. Jussie Smollett's still going around acting like he was the victim of a hate crime, even though it's been shown that he was not the victim of a hate crime, that again, he staged the hate crime. And now he's got the audacity to go around and file suit against the city of Chicago for malicious prosecution, saying it caused him humiliation and extreme distress. No. The city of Chicago did not cause you any humiliation. You humiliated yourself all on your own, buddy. So you know what? That's what happens. You play stupid games, you win stupid prizes. You go around staging a hate crime and wrongfully demonizing millions upon millions of people. Guess what? You're going to get some backlash. You brought it on yourself. Deal with it, because all of us who aren't playing this stupid game that the fake news media is playing, trying to give you a pass, claiming that, yeah, you're right, you didn't actually stage a hate crime. No, all of us that aren't playing that stupid game, we know exactly what you did. We know that you're a criminal. We know that you faked that hate crime, and we will continue to rightfully criticize you for what it is that you've done. That's all the time that we have for today and for this week. John Muir Show each and every weekday, 8:40 a.m. on WTAQ, 9 a.m. WSAU and WHBL. Till next time, I'm out.